What you just watched there was a few clips of me practicing one-handed driving. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rex. In today's video, I'm going to cover something that seems to be quite popular. I've gotten messages about this guy. Now, at the time of making this video, I've already got a few videos of this on my channel, but I realize they're all skewed and it's not good. I have some information in different phases and different videos, and some information here and some information there. So let's do a quick update on what I've done to this car, what it is, and then we can go back to watching me putt around, because there's a lot more than those clips. If you're into just watching a car drive nicely, like sometimes I like to, I honestly do, I'll lay down on the ground outside and I'll watch this thing just slowly drive through terrain, not ripping it fast or anything. I do love a fast handling car, and I do love ripping them. But very often I do enjoy going slow and just watching I know this isn't a scale model, but within reason, a scale model just moving. That's the whole thing that got me to RC in the first place, was watching small versions of big versions doing little big things. Don't get me wrong, I love Extreme RC too. But at some point, the new standard of RC became extreme. RC is not about extreme. It's about anything that you can RC. Let's get into it. Alright, so I put you on my chest cam now. The Instago 360 camera has a really cool feature where you put this necklace on underneath your sweater, shirt, or you can be topless if you want. Then you attach the camera magnetically onto there. Alright, so here it is. It's a Tamiya TT02 to start off with, and it does come with this body. It's the Porsche RSR Cup car. You might still be able to find some at the time of recording this online. It normally comes in the silver and orange with a martini livery, is what the body is what the box art asks you to paint it, but it also comes with stickers to make it look like a regular street car. So I went ahead and made it look like a regular street car. I knew exactly what I was going to do with this kit as soon as I bought it. And this is exactly what I was going to do. Safari / overland fun Porsche plaything. I got this rack from Amazon. It was like $20 Canadian at the time I got this. I think they're a little bit more now, maybe 40, 30. I also got this tie-down bungee net from the same place. I think that was about $10, probably less. I've got an old drift tire up here that I don't use anymore, and a couple of treasure chests from my kids' toys, and some watermelons from their Playmobil toys, or Playmobil toys. Now, let's get the body off. Underneath the body's nothing special. I put some foam here because it's rubbing on Willie's head. Willie's quite tall in here, and this stuff is just to reinforce where the body clips go. As you can see, the body clips kind of damage the body itself if I didn't have this foam. All right, so it is a TT02 in the RA Rally mode setup. The car that you buy can be put into 2 setup. I've taken it a step further by making my own custom shock mounts, my shock towers, rear as well as a front end. I'm using much longer suspension that I got from a CC01, I believe. As you can see here. Maybe not, I don't know. I went as long as I could. Maybe they're mini CVAs or just CVAs. I got GPM aluminum rear arms just because they look cool. You really don't need them. What I do think I needed was the 3-degree toe-in rear hub, and that brings the rear wheels in a lot more, angled towards the center, keeping it more stable during cornering, acceleration, everywhere. I also took the advice of a viewer here, who taught me how to widen these. When you get in the kit, the wheels that come with this are wide enough and it fits the body fine. But when you put other wheels on there, it sits too far into the body. So we can have a look here. It's actually quite not bad. It's pretty good. Before it was sitting really deep in there. The way I brought that out was using a Tamiya TG10 long wheel axle, which lengthens the axle. You can see it there. So that's the piece I used. A TL01 drive shaft and TT02 metal outdrive. I've got to say, I'm using the wider hexes without the disc brakes, even though it comes with the one with the disc brakes. With the standard wheels and many other wheels, it's fine. I can use the wider hexes with the disc brakes. But with these wheels, because the offset pushes them out a bit more, I've got to use the one without the disc brakes. All right, onto the inside. There's not much else, I think. Actually, before we go to the inside, I also shaved away a lot of plastic. on the arms everywhere. Anything that's limiting movement of the shock, I shaved away a little bit. I don't recommend this because will weaken and wear away easier, but that's what I did. All right, as you can see, it is missing the center drive shaft, if you know what you're looking at. If you don't, there's normally a center drive shaft going down the spine of the chassis here to send power from the rear to the front. Motor's here, sends power through the gearing here, differential in the back, differential in the front, normally a shaft in the center. I removed that shaft, I left the differential in there and just plugged up the holes with some putty. You can kind of see it now. The green stuff is the putty. Forgot to mention adjustable links here and here. I would like adjustable links here for the camber as well, but then I don't know if I'm going to lose some of the movement I got. I'm not sure. I'm running a Team Orion brushless sensored motor, 17.5 turn brushless sensored, with the TBLE 04S speed control from Tamiya. I am using a gyro. It is a lot easier to drive with a bit of gyro on, of course. It's doable without a gyro, but you're paying attention non-stop. And I mean, sometimes you just want to look at the car instead of driving it. Using a Spektrum receiver and a Amazon special servo with no servo horn, with no servo saver. I was running a 25 tooth or 24 tooth, 25 tooth pinion gear, but it was way too quick. It didn't have a lot of usable speed in the small areas I was playing with. So I've since brought it down to a 21 or a 22 tooth, one of those, maybe 21. I would like maybe a touch more speed. So whatever it is, I'll bump it up one. One last thing, you might have to play with the springs and or oils to make a rear wheel drive handle right, depending on how you drive. I used to have weight on the front and the rear just to make the suspension look more realistic when I was going through the rough stuff, but I've since taken the weight off to make it handle better. I couldn't find a happy medium of making it look good and making it handle great without sway bars and a couple of other things. Way too much talking. I've tried to make this a quick video. Let's go watch it play.